And look, the right eye of Saunders is swelling up. Canelo round.
Spike Crawford hits the 6, 7.
Right on the chin, right when he was throwing a punch. And this is what happens when you're in the middle of throwing. Number 10.
Both landed at the same time. That's the counter right hand that Deontay needed. Dropping left hand.
In favor of the winner, remaining undefeated, proving he is one of the elite champions of the sport.
Yo, you know what this is, man. It's your favorite channel. This is CTB, Chan Tuck Boxing. I'm your boy Jay Slay. So what up to him, man?
What's up, everybody? Remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, comment. Let's keep this channel going. You know why? Because we love boxing and you love boxing.
That's a fact, most definitely. This is the place where the fight fans come to get these delicious entrees of boxing knowledge. What's on the menu for them today, bro?
Let's talk about the WBC making a belt, the Juneteenth belt, for the fight coming up this weekend.
All right, man, let's talk about it. Let's serve them up with it. Yeah, man, it's Juneteenth weekend coming, man. Barbecues about to be fired up, man. We about to have all kind of pool parties and all that. COVID restrictions been lifted, so we about to really have our Independence Day and really celebrate our Independence Day like we should, man. And we just celebrate it, man, that night with a good fight, man. What I feel is gonna be a great fight between Charlo and what is the guy's name? I just had it. Montel. I had his first
Montel.
I had this person. I forgot his first name. But yeah, I guess Charlo and Montel. Montel's a power puncher. He's gonna come try to knock out Charlo. We all know Charlo is a power puncher. So to me, it's gonna be a great Juneteenth, man. Before we chop down the WBC real quick, let's chop down the holiday in itself and what it means to you as a boxing fan and as a black boxing fan. What does Juneteenth mean to you?
It means a lot to me. It means it's our day to celebrate our independence. I think it's really picked up a lot of steam the last 2 or 3 years. I'm proud of black people for taking the holiday and taking it more seriously. Like I said, that's our July the 4th. Don't be ashamed of it. Don't make people think you over the top by celebrating that day. Be proud of it. Let people know about it. Talk about it. Let's keep spreading it for people that's not very informed about the holiday, so we can keep it going. And also in boxing, I think this is the side. So big ups to PBC and Charlo for making a fight on that weekend. And maybe this can be the start of big things, because in the future, in my vision, I see having a big pay-per-view event every year on Juneteenth, just like you have Cinco de Mayo and so on. That could be our big fight, where we can have it in a urban area like Texas or Atlanta or Baltimore area, where we have a big fight. Maybe it don't have to be a pay-per-view fight yet, but just two black fighters that's well known, that we can all come together and celebrate and have a good time as black people to celebrate our independence. So I'm excited about where it's going as far as outside of boxing, but also inside of boxing as far as the growth of celebrating the Juneteenth holiday.
Most definitely, man. I agree with everything you say. Juneteenth has grown, and recently, like you said, in the last 2 or 3 years. I've been celebrating it for a while. My family, we usually never really celebrated the 4th. While we did enjoy the day off, quote unquote, for the 4th. And we, of course, cooked on the grill, because when black folks off, we cook. But we never really celebrated, quote unquote, Independence Day. But we always, my father always made it apparent that I knew what Juneteenth was and what it was for our freedom. Being not only a black man, but a black man from the South. My family was real big on it. So, yeah, man. Like you said about the black fighters, though, man, I totally agree with you, man. Cinco de Mayo is known, and Mexican Independence Day in September, they are both known as great fight days. Mayweather fought on those days all the time. So this kind of made me wish Mayweather would have took up and had the idea to fight on Juneteenth. It would have brought a lot more attention. So maybe Charlo is the person to do that. Maybe Charlo is the person to bring their attention to the holiday and make this a black fight day, and we can start having our champions fight on this day. But yeah, man. But on to the WBC, man, and what the WBC decided to do for Juneteenth. In my opinion, is pandering. But how do you feel about the Juneteenth Freedom Belt made by the WBC?
I don't know, man. They watering everything down. I don't care for the belt. If you want to bring more, I guess, attention to the Juneteenth holiday, maybe they could have just made a. If you want to have a belt like what the franchise belt was supposed to be, just to reward the fighter before the fight, as recognition for the Juneteenth holiday, to bring more exposure to it, I wouldn't have had a problem with that. But to actually have the belt up for it can be won by Montel, I think is silly because he's not even a black. He's not black, so it don't make no sense to be able to fight for the belt. I think it's just another way for WBC to put themselves out there and to take exposure away from the fighter and the holiday and just make it about themselves. They using it to pretty much pacify us, and I don't like it. But I mean, I get what they doing. They jumping on everything. They making belts for everything, so it's just not us. But it shouldn't be a belt you can win or lose. Just make it whoever fights on the Juneteenth, and if they're a WBC champion, if you want to award the black fighter with the Juneteenth belt just for something they can keep as far as just something to have, fine. But just something you can win and lose, I think that's pretty silly.
I agree with you, man. I'm kind of thinking, didn't they have like an Aztec belt or something like that? The Tyson Fury one or something? I can't remember. Was it Tyson?
Yeah, they like this. Like I said, this ain't the first time they did it. They've done it
like an Aztec belt.
Yeah, and it's just kind of weird when the person it's not their heritage. It's just kind of weird when somebody else has the belt.
Yeah, I think WBC need to stop that, man. They need to stop with the pandering and just leave it for the champion. WBC is the reason why everybody's confused about Devin Haney and Lopez. They made a franchise title and gave it to Lomachenko and put it in their rules that it was a non-transferable title. But then went around and when it fit their narrative, they made it transferable so they can have an undisputed champion in Lopez. To me, WBC, it was like the best belt out there.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it was like the most consistent, that had the better fighters, I thought, in my opinion. But they're starting to water it down, man. What's the guy's name? The president? I forgot his name. It's like Suleiman. Yeah, Suleiman. Under his leadership, man, this whole WBC has been watered down. And to make like you said, to make a Juneteenth belt, a freedom, quote unquote freedom belt, and put hands on there with chains and everything on there, to me, is pandering beyond pandering. I felt the same way back when I don't know who remember this, who follow politics, but back when the Democrats, they was wearing those the Kinty cloths. I don't know if you remember that or not. Back like in February or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
When I said the same thing to them. I said, why all these white people out here wearing Kinty cloths? They don't even know what it is. They don't know what it represents or nothing. They're just out here pandering to black folk. I feel the same way about this belt, man. I feel it's just pandering to black folk. You put, I don't hope he's not charging fees for it, man. I hope he's not charging sanctioning fees for this belt.
That'd be horrible.
It'd be horrible. What Charlo already have a WBC title. He's already a WBC champion. Just leave it like that.
Do you know the answer to this question? I'm not sure. So I guess we both figure we'll make predictions, but let's say Charlo wins the belt. So when he fights his next fight, he'll be fighting for the WBC belt and the WBC Freedom belt. Does this belt once he wins it this one night, it just stays with him, or does this belt always become transferable to other fights? You know what I'm saying?
With WBC, it won't surprise me. With WBC, probably make it like the next time he fight a black fighter, oh yeah, now we had the freedom belt up this time. The next time he fight on Juneteenth, it's the freedom belt's up for grabs now every Juneteenth. It's gonna be like a Juneteenth awarded belt or some shit like that. It's dumb to me, man. And it's kind of like, it's enough belts, man. It's already enough belts, yo. We already got super champions. We already got franchise champions. We already got platinum champions, international champions, worldwide champions, knockout champions. Boxing skill champions. I'm tired of it's too many fucking belts, man. It's just leave it to the full titles, man. I don't mind having interim champions. Interim champions, it kind of warrants, the mandatory spot. So I don't mind the interim titles. Let the interim titles stay. It should be 2 belts per, in my opinion, it should be 2 belts per sanctioned body. You should have a champion and an interim champion. There shouldn't be no super champions and no, no regular champions and all that shit. It's just making the sport look stupid to me. You got anything else you want to add to this topic, man, of the WBC?
No, I think we covered it all.
Yeah, we covered it all. We'll give our breakdown on the fight later on in the week. And then, of course, right at the weigh-ins, we give you our predictions, which we kind of easy to predict, to be honest. But yeah, man, I'm just looking forward to a great holiday, man. And I hope you guys enjoy it too. And that's it, man. Like I said, this is CTB, just Chin Tuck Boxing. I'm your boy Jay Slay. Cut him out of here, man.
All right, everybody, remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, comment. Let's keep this channel growing. You know why? Because we love boxing and you love boxing. Logo at the bottom of the screen. Just click on it and subscribe to the channel if you love boxing like you say you do. But most of all, God, peace, and love, and we out of here.